Champions are not born. They're forged. This is about turning the ordinary into undisputed. Available now.
People, welcome to another episode of Car Diaries. I don't know what episode this is, but I do know we haven't done one in ages. So look, my apologies. I've just been... You cool, bro? What's going on?
I did a selfie of you.
Yeah, come there.
Come. My G,
What's going on? You good?
Basically, the alternator is broken down.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, it's madness, man. Yeah.
Sorry, cuz.
No problem. This one's for
Course.
Yeah,
you did.
Oh, bloody yeah.
It's small, isn't it?
It's so crazy. Oh, please, man. I only got foot. What's going on, man? You know what? I've got no memory yet. So
shit.
But let me just take a selfie.
Yeah,
man.
of course.
Come on, man. After coming, yeah. Cheesy.
Hopefully
man.
You sort your thing out, man.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, safe, man.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, follow me.
Boxing.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Instagram, DM me now.
Yeah, I DM
Alright,
you.
cool, cuz. Take care. Yeah. What's going on, people? I don't know how much of that you just saw, but I wanted to help the guy that had broken down, and I guess he recognized me. So, yeah, look, I've been so busy. I think it's episode 12, but look, loads to talk about. This might be the longest one yet, because the last 2 weeks have been crazy. Honestly, crazy. We've been trying to juggle the YouTube channel. Obviously, it's now sponsored by Undisputed. We're going to talk about that. I'm doing the Club World Cup, so I did go to Miami. We'll talk about that. I'm doing TALKSPORT still. We'll talk about that. There's been a couple of boxing shows. We'll talk about that. So yeah, it's been a very busy, somewhat stressful last 2 weeks. The Club World Cup has been a bit stressful. Obviously, you guys know that I love football. I've always begged and wanted to do football, but there are some teams in the Club World Cup that I've never heard of in my life. And yes, I've had to just study. Honestly, just study and research my arse off, just so I don't embarrass myself. Like with boxing, because I'm like well established in boxing, I don't get afraid of making mistakes in boxing, because mistakes happen, right? I mean, if you pull me up for a mistake in boxing, good luck to you, right? We all make mistakes. By the way, that's chalk. I've just come from the gym. But with football, because I'm not as established in football, if you make a mistake in football, a lot of people like, stick to boxing, you don't know what you're talking about. Even though I do. I love football more than boxing, but that's how people are, right? So yeah, I've been researching my arse off. I did go to Miami. I don't even know when I went now. I'm going to say about a week ago. I did the opening game at the Club World Cup. So Inter Miami versus Al Ali, an Egyptian side. Obviously, Inter Miami is Messi's side, owned by Beckham, which was just surreal. It's my second time going to Miami, but being out there and seeing Messi. So I'm like a little kid, but I was working with Christian Vieri. If you're of my age, you'll know who Vieri is, one of the best strikers in the world. Back then, had a great partnership with R9 Ronaldo for Inter Milan. So I was working with Christian Vieri and Sami Khedira. Sami Khedira, former German international, played for Real Madrid, Juventus. Anyway, Messi saw them. So obviously, we were pitch side, so he made a beeline to them to come and say hello. So he come and said hello, hugged them. He came in, obviously I'm there, so by default, he ain't gonna leave me out, is he? So he came and sort of hugged me, and I was like, my God, this is Messi. This is incredible. And then, to even take the story to another level, I was in the tunnel watching the players walk out. Luis Suarez is looking at me. I'm like, what's Suarez looking at me for? It can't be because he knows me from football, because I haven't done enough football. And he comes up to me and says he loves me on boxing. It wasn't those exact words. He said, I love the boxing, or something along those lines. I was like, so yeah, that was quite crazy. Like, Luis Suarez knowing me from boxing was like, this is nuts. This is nuts. And then, so we opened the show, and they're in my ear, like kind of giving me instructions as to what's going on. It's very frantic. Because it's the opening game, it's all a bit busy. Like around us is like 100 cameras. And I'm like, okay, someone big is coming. Then up steps David Beckham. And he kind of walks into sort of our position. I'm like, fucking hell. Like, what are we doing? Like, what is going on? Sir David Beckham is about to talk to us. And it was like a big moment. For me, it was like a big moment. Again, I'm kind of new in this football world, right? I mean, I'm guessing most football journalists have interviewed David Beckham. Most football journalists have interviewed Messi, Suarez, etc., etc. I haven't. I've interviewed and spoke to all the biggest names in boxing, but football, no. So I get excited when I speak and see these guys. Like, I really do. So yeah, David Beckham came and spoke to us. And then after, he kind of asked me, what did he ask me? He says, where in London am I from? And no. He says, where are you from? Where are you from? I said, London, Stratford. And he said, Leytonstone. And I was like, yeah, I know, because he's from Leytonstone. He's like, and you know what he said, which made me laugh, and it showed me how human he is, I guess. He was like, 2 boys from East London in Miami. And I don't think I even responded. I think I just laughed. But I was like, this is surreal, man. Honestly, this is just, you know, like, I do get a few people come up to me and say, oh man, you live in the dream, you live in the dream. And they're right, but when you're in it, you don't really feel it because you're just so stressed about making sure it's a good show. Like, you don't want to mess up. Like, I'm not joking. I would say 99% of presenters have that mindset. Like, you're there, you want to enjoy it, but you don't want to fuck up. You don't want to fuck up. So because that is the overwhelming mood, you don't really enjoy it. You only enjoy it when you sit back and maybe you look at a post that you put up on Instagram. That's when you're like, oh my God, I actually was right next to Beckham. But in that exact moment, you're not even thinking about it. You're just thinking about, okay, let me just nail this little section and everyone's happy. And it was okay. I maybe said Sir David Beckham too many times, but I'll take that. So yeah, got back from Miami about a week ago. And then I think that's when I kind of confirmed to everyone that we're now, the YouTube is now sponsored by Undisputed. I've been working on that Undisputed deal for about 4 months. I'm not joking, 4 months. Yeah, about 4 months. And it got signed off about a month ago. I went up to Sheffield to see them. I spoke to Ash, the owner, with what my ideas are. Like why sponsor us? Because my channel isn't a big channel. I mean, the channel's only got 80,000 subscribers. There are channels out there, trust me, with like 1 million subscribers that don't have a sponsor. But what I do have is a great community, great engagement, and I've got great ideas as to what I want the channel to be. Like, I don't want the channel just to be me sitting down talking boxing. I want it to be interactive. I want to have guests. I want to be out and about. I want to do crazy things. And I think Ash likes that. So I think that's why he's jumped on board and sponsored the channel. So now, the idea for me in the next 3-4 months is to really just put out some good content. Not everything will be boxing, but obviously the majority of it will be boxing. So that's the plan, put out some good content. Dude, why are you so close to me? Put out some good content, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And hopefully they will extend their sponsorship. That's the hope anyway. That's the dream. But yeah. Do you guys like the newsletter that I'm doing? Phil, who's put the newsletter together, I think is doing such a good job, honestly. And I'm not just saying that because I want you guys to sign up, but I think it's really good. Like, I've signed up to see what he's doing, if that makes any sense. I get the emails as well, and I'm like, raw, this is really interactive. Like, there's polls on there. I do a voice note thing once every 3 or 4 days just to kind of keep you guys up to date. Like, I get a lot of emails, and I am a bit lazy to respond with emails, but I do love sending a voice note. So we're responding to the emails that I get with a voice note. So you will get a voice note from me very soon if you've asked, or if you sent an email in. So yeah, sign up to the newsletter, please, guys. If not for me, for Phil. to show that he's doing a great job. I think we've had like 1,000 people signed up already. I don't know what a good number is. It's not my field, but I think 1,000 people signing up to a newsletter is pretty good. Obviously, it's free. I mean, someone said to me the other day, like, why are you making money from us with a newsletter? I'm like, huh? Like, what money am I, you crossing? What money am I making from a newsletter? No, thank you. No, thank you. Jeez. What money am I making from a newsletter? Like, no, it's free. I just think it's a way of you guys keeping up to date with what I'm doing. And I think some of you like that, some of you maybe don't. But I think the ones that like it kind of understand it. So yeah, there's no money-making scheme. Like, what are we doing? Like, if anything, it's fucking costing me money. There's no money-making scheme. I just think it's fun. I think it's fun. Phil approached me with the idea, and I was like, all right, let's give it a go. And so far, so good. So far, so good. I head back out to America on... My brain has stopped working. On Wednesday. I head back out to America on Wednesday to do the last 16, then the quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. And this is such a big deal for me. Like, I'm not a football presenter per se. Like, when you think of me, you do think boxing. I need to kind of get that tag away, but you do think boxing. So the fact that they've said, no, Ade is hosting the final is a big thing for me. It's a big thing. There's a lot of trust put in me. And I do think that I've got better. Like, the first day I was a bit shaky. First day in the studio a bit shaky. Second day a bit shaky. Yesterday being Friday, I nailed it. I was like, okay, now I see where they wanted me. Or at least that was my fault anyway. So yeah, head back out there. I go to Charlotte for 2 last 16 games. I then go to Atlanta for a quarterfinal game, and then I do the semi-final in New York, and then the final in New York. Things at the MetLife Stadium. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then I think the plan is, the final's on a Sunday. I think the plan is for me to host the Ring Free card. So Edgar Berlanga, Hamza Shiraz, Shakur Stevenson, Zepeda, which is on the Saturday. So that's September 12th, and then the final September the 13th. I might have got that wrong. It might be 13, 14, but I think it's 12, 13. So yeah, that's the plan. Did I say September? July. So that's the plan. And hopefully I do, because I really want to go to that big boxing event. I think it's a fantastic event. It's incredible, actually. It's an incredible card that's maybe, I don't know if it's been slept on a little bit, but I mean, I don't think there's been a better card this year. Like, Subriel Matias versus Alberto Puello is on that card. Do you know what I mean? That's a great card. Like, Edgar Berlanga, Hamza Shiraz is a 50-50 fight. Zepeda Shakur, don't be fooled by Zepeda's fights last time out. Zepeda can fight. And Shakur has got issues with his hands. Shakur's a favourite, but that's no gimme. Matias Puello's a 50-50 fight. David Morrell is fighting that kid whose name skips me, who's unbeaten. It's not easy after coming off a defeat. So yeah, some good fights coming up. What else? Canelo Crawford presser was yesterday. I can't fucking wait for that fight. Can't wait for it. I think it's such an incredible fight. Such an incredible fight. Canelo has just slipped enough, or I think Crawford's now got a legitimate chance of becoming a 4-weight undisputed world champion. Do you know how crazy that is? 135, 140, 147. If I got that right, 168. Was he undisputed at 135? Have I got that right? I can't remember. My brain's a bit tired from the gym. But look, he's looking to put his name in the record books. Honestly, I mean, if he beats Canelo, having jumped up a couple of weight classes, I mean, you could easily say he jumped up 3 weight classes, because he's only had one showing at 154. I mean, yeah, there's an all-time great discussion. The thing that doesn't help him is that the resume is quite thin. It's crazy, isn't it? The resume is thin. Like, you can't compare his resume to Canelo's, for example. You just can't. It's light and day. But the fact is, he's jumping up a couple of weight classes. So let's see how he gets on. Canelo looked really good, I thought, at the press conference. Spoke good, spoke confidently. And Canelo knows what's in front of him. Crawford knows what's in front of him. Fucking great showdown. Honestly, great showdown. Can't wait for it. Also can't wait for July 19th. Man, it's busy, innit? We got a busy run. July 19th, Usyk versus Dubois. Coley versus Kevin Lerena. Can't remember what else on that card. But Usyk Dubois is obviously the main course. I mean, we're interested in the other stuff, but really it's Usyk Dubois. You guys know my feelings on this. I think Usyk will win, but don't tell me Dubois doesn't have a chance. And when I say that, I don't mean a puncher's chance. He's got more than a puncher's chance. Dubois has a very good chance. Usyk is a genius, but he's a 38-year-old genius. Age means something, people. It has to mean something. Like, surely, if it doesn't, then I don't know, but it has to mean something. Age means something. And, you know, experience means something as well. And Dubois got experience now. He's got experience of suffering defeat. He's got experience of big wins. He's got experience of fighting in big venues, big occasions. I'd put a couple of quid on Dubois if I had it. Put a couple of quid on Dubois. I'm telling you. All right, how's everyone's mental health doing? Are we all good? Are we all right? I've had a couple of wobbles recently. It's okay to have a wobble. Trust me, it's okay. I've had a couple. You've almost got to, I think, understand the wobble. It's going to sound a bit crazy. Understand it. Understand why you had it. And try and remedy it. It's not the best advice, apologies, but it's the only advice I can give you. Understand why you had that issue. Like, take some time out, think about it, and then, okay, how do we avoid that issue again? Like, my little wobble came from just stress, like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. And then I'm like, well, 1 second, like, just take time. Just take time. Like, I always will say, I do have that imposter syndrome. Like, I always got it. I'm gonna do a bit of a mad U-turn here. Okay, no, let me not. I always say I've got imposter syndrome. Like, my God, look where I am. This is all too much for me. Blah blah blah. All that nonsense. But then I'm like, what? Ade, they fucking picked you. Like, there's hundreds, thousands of great journalists in this country, in this world. They've picked you for a reason. Stop with this imposter syndrome thing. And sometimes I just have to reinforce that in my brain. So that's the wobble I had. Because I made a mistake on air and it sat with me for a while. I just kind of mumbled over a few words, which is normal, right? But I mumbled over a few words and I was like, fucking hell. You know, can I tell you what really goes through my head when I make a mistake? I'm like, oh, they're never going to use me again. Like, fuck, they're never going to use me again. Like, they're going to be like, Ade's not good. You know, all those things go through my head. But then I just have to kind of just take some time. My mum, I think I've mentioned this to you guys before, but my mum has a Bible passage that she gives me to read before I go on air. Or before anything I do, but I use it before I go on air. And I read that and then I kind of feel like, we're good. So yeah, we're okay. It was a small minor blip, which has now been overcome, and we're gonna crack on with the day. All right, look, there you go, Car Diaries. Hopefully you guys have watched this one to the end. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. You guys seem to like the Car Diaries. David Beckham looked like he's worth about $1 billion. He is worth $1 billion. And being around those people, doing those events, just motivated me again. So I'm always motivated, but now I feel super motivated. I feel like I'm ready to attack the world. We have a day off today. I'm gonna go out in the evening. This is part of my, I need to also enjoy life. So I'm gonna go out in the evening, get some food, relax, and then we're back tomorrow. I don't know what games I'm doing. I think I'm doing Real Madrid. No, that's a lie, I'm not doing, I'm doing someone big though. Man City. I'm doing Man City, which is fun, right? I get a big team to do. But yeah, guys, look, enjoy your day. Stay safe out in these streets. Enjoy the weather. Message someone, phone someone, get out and about. And I will see you later. Go on, Car.
Champions are not born. They're forged. This is about turning the ordinary into undisputed. Available now.